We understand that people's behavior is predictable. We spend our lives collecting data, analyzing data, understanding what that data is telling us, and fundamentally understanding how we use that data to sell you something. If it's all about data these days, why are some businesses successful and some businesses not successful? Because fundamentally, everybody has access to exactly the same data. The nation's favourite knickers. How many people in the room are wearing Next knickers or underpants? Don't be shy, I've got them on. Okay, so marginally more, but not too much more, which leads me to another question. What is everybody else wearing? This is the killer question. What is it we do that if we didn't exist, our customers could not get anywhere else? If you're in business, think about that question. See if you can answer it. It stunned me when I went into businesses, having run a number of successful businesses, it stunned me how much disconnect there is between different functions and different organizations and different people. I go, tell me what your business is. I'll get 100 different answers. Because there is no alignment between strategy and leadership and the people in the organization. Okay, and this alignment is super, super, super important to get everybody in the organization doing what you need them to do as the leader of the organization to make the organization successful. As the business gets bigger, you cannot do everything yourself. There's a 1,000-foot ice wall on the southwest face, and nobody had ever been able to get across it. Chris went there, tried to climb it, couldn't get across it, came back, learned from his failure, and then went back a few years later, and what he did was he changed all the component parts using data back in those days. He changed all the component parts of how he managed the expedition. And basically what he said to me was, you know, I kind of just got everything better aligned. Resources, you have human, you have financial, and you have physical. If you can get those three resources perfectly aligned behind your strategic intent, everybody's going to pull together, everybody's going to do exactly the same thing. You've got that alignment, and that's the way you're going to be super successful. Data is super important, strategy super important, leadership super important. Now we're on alignment. If you've got good leadership, can you get good alignment? Let's go back to my original point. How do you make underperforming businesses perform? Is data a part of it? Yes, absolutely. Strategy, leadership, alignment, culture, values, behaviors, all those pieces are integral parts of what takes a business which is underperforming, and statistically increases the probability of a private equity house making a 4 or 5 times return. And if the private equity house makes a 4 or 5 times return, I get to keep my job.